Okay, 6th grade, lesson 120, last lesson. This is on the volume of a cylinder. Now, we've done one type of volume so far, and let me show you an example of what it looks like. Okay. Phew. That was hard. Okay, so if I had this box sitting in front of me, what kind of base is it? What shape? What kind of base?
A square.
A square or a rectangle? Either one of those. Okay, now, if I were to find the volume of this, that means what? Let's write down this little square right here, or this rectangle, okay? That's what this is right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Okay, how do I find the area of this?
Well, we're going to need numbers first.
Right, let's say I had a 5 and a 4.
And then you'd multiply.
I'd multiply them. Okay, so basically what I'm taking is the area of the base times the height. Let's say it's 8. So my base was 5 and 4, and my height was 8. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So for me to do this, I found the area of my base times my height.
Okay.
So the area of the base was what? 5 times 4?
Is 20.
20. And 20 times 8 is 160.
What?
8 times 2.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking 10.
Okay, no, it's fine. And so, this whole volume, what you've learned so far is length times width times height. Right? That's what you've learned that volume is. But what it really is the area of the base times the height. And the area of the base was 20.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Now, let's look at something different. Because we're going to learn new objects. Okay, and this one's going to be a cylinder, which is something like that. Okay, so in order for me to find the volume of a cylinder, I'm going to find the area of the base times the height.
Okay.
What is my base? What kind of shape? What kind of
circle?
What is it as a shape?
Circle.
It's a circle. So, how do I find the area of the base? And the base is a what? Circle. How do I find the area of a circle? Do you remember the A equals? Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was 3.14 times radius squared.
Yes. A equals pi, which is 3.14 times r squared. Now, let me give you some numbers. They're telling me that from here all the way to here is 20 centimeters. And then they're telling me that the height
it's 100.
is 10 centimeters. Now, I'm not wanting the full diameter, am I?
No.
No, I'm wanting what?
The radius.
The radius, which is how much?
10.
Half of that. So it's 10. So I'm going to figure out the area of this base, which is a circle. So I'm going to say A equals 3.14 times, what's my radius?
10 centimeters squared.
10 centimeters squared. And 10 times 10 is 100. 100 centimeters squared. Okay, well actually, I'm sorry, that's squared up there. Okay, so it's 100. Got what I'm saying? So now I'm going to take 3.14 times 100. Okay, how do I do that? Do you remember when you're multiplying what you can do with your decimal? Okay, so again, what happens to this decimal when you multiply something by 100, which is 2 zeros?
Does it move to the right?
It does, twice, because 1, 2, 1, 2. So my A equals 314. And since this is centimeters, it's centimeters squared. But we're not done, because that's just the area of the base. Now we have to multiply times the height, because volume equals the area of the base times the height. That's what volume is. Got it?
The base.
Area of the base times your height. That's what volume is. And what is my height on this one?
10 centimeters.
10 centimeters. So I take this 314 centimeters squared, and I'm going to multiply it by 10 centimeters. Okay? So the math. 3140, and then centimeters squared times centimeters makes centimeters cubed. Because you're doing volume, which is a 3D object. It's not just two-dimensional with area, it's 3D. So our final answer for the area of, for the volume of this cylinder, it's kind of like a Coke can or a soup can, is 3,140 centimeters cubed. Got it? And that is lesson 120. Woo!